Welcome to Board Game Empire. We're going to be showing you a brief overview, kind of how to play, and a full playthrough of Vast The Mysterious Manor. It's basically a game where each player is asymmetrically playing their own character. So you're kind of in your own little world, and you have to really know the character you're playing. But at the same time, you kind of do have to pay attention to what's going on the board, which is the manor, but you don't really know exactly what they're doing. And you do want to have like a brief idea of what their character does and what you need to do to defend or take advantage of. And luckily, this game has good player aid cards for each character. So I'm the warlock, so on the front, it's how to set up my character, the traits, how I play the warlock, and then on the back is basically strategy tips for each character that you may be playing against. In a 3-player game, there's specific character sets that you can play with. We played with the Paladin, Giant Spider, and Warlock in our first game, and we found we're not sure because Anthony hasn't played with the skeleton yet, but it seems more fun to play with than the Paladin. The Paladin was didn't really do much in the game we were playing. And we have, from what we've seen on other videos and hearing other YouTube channels talk about this game, it sounds like it's more fun with 4 to 5 players, which I could see how that would be, than a 3 to 2 player game, because the more characters you have, the more movement and the more chaos there is on the board. Whereas our game, I actually won. The Warlock won, which normally I believe it's kind of difficult for the Warlock to win. But I don't know if we weren't playing effectively enough against each other, or we're not sure because we haven't played this game enough to really know that for sure. But
remember, also in the reviews, they said that the way we're playing with the Paladin, the Spider, and the Warlock, the Paladin acts as the Kingmaker.
Right.
And so the Paladin almost has, and which I agree, has no chance of winning.
Yeah, like the Paladin was a lame duck in that game. Like he didn't really do much. Like Quinn and I were Quinn's character is probably the most exciting one because the Spider can be actually 3 different what would you call that? Forms. He can be the Spider, the Sorcerer, or the Spiderlings, and he can switch back and forth. At the beginning of every turn, he chooses which one he wants to be. So there's really nothing special he needs to do. He just flips over. He has 3 boards. The Sorcerer, the Spiderlings, and the Giant Spider. So whichever one he decides to play, he turns face up. The other 2, he turns face down until he's ready to use them. They all work together in different ways to basically get him his path to victory. I think one places blood, one places webs, and one places eggs. Is that right?
This one also can move. This one can move more spaces.
The Spiderlings move more spaces?
And you can have all the Spiderlings. So let's say that I had all my Spiderlings here. They can pass through all the walls.
Oh, okay.
So basically I could just move.
And he would take the spider off and place the Spiderlings.
So I can move like 4 spaces anywhere.
Okay. And then the Spider has its own abilities and spells. They each have unique spells and abilities that work together for one main goal, which is hatching eggs. Is that one of your goals?
Yeah. To
hatch eggs.
Yeah, for terror.
And his main goal, his win condition, is to escape. What is your win condition? He get his terror to 12. He gets his terror up by hatching eggs. It requires the use of all 3 of his forms to be able to hatch that egg. Once he has 12 terror, he escapes the manor through the entrance, which is here. My win condition is I need to dominate any combination of 5 poltergeists or treasures. And that's these. And the way you dominate them, my player board right here, I need to fill those with poltergeists and treasures. And the way you do that is to have curses that you collected underneath them when you collect that treasure or poltergeist. So, and each of these dominated pieces that I feel gives me another ability. And the best ability, in my opinion, is gaining an extra magic cube. So I start out with 3 magic cubes, which is your actions. I start out with 3 actions. If I gain those other 2, which is very helpful, I have 5 actions. The last game we played, like, I pretty much had basically an easy win because I just kept positioning my poltergeist where I could just collect a ton of curses to go under these pieces. And it was fairly easy, I felt, playing the characters that we were playing for me to do that. So the highest one is 6 curses, but it's 3, 4, 5, and 6 curses underneath there when I collect them to dominate a piece. And then, of course, you're using these magic cubes on my character to perform one of these 4 actions below. You can do any of them multiple times as long as you have a cube to place on there to do it. And the way they also help me is when they kill, if I have a curse token underneath this poltergeist, and say Anthony kills this poltergeist or Quentin, it's removed from the board. That wasn't a curse token, sorry. That's the curse token. If I have this poltergeist on top of that curse token, it's removed from the board. No one gets the curse token or anything, but each time they remove one of the items with a curse token under it, I move up on my spell tracker. That gives me more spells, which is very helpful because my spells are pretty powerful and help me a lot. So I enjoy playing with the Warlock. He has no defense or strength. He doesn't attack. He can't be attacked. He's basically a scared, sneaky character. He's always sneaking around. He's a scaredy cat. If anyone moves on his space, he runs. But his goal is to dominate poltergeists and treasures through curses. And then Anthony is
the skeleton. Okay, the skeleton is pretty much, originally, if you have a paladin, you have to kill the paladin. But in this three-player match, I have to kill the spider. Okay, the only way I can kill the spider is I have to have multiple skeletons next to the spider because they have no defense. And when they hit, they get removed from the game. Or not removed from the game, but they collapse as they hit because they're skeletons. And so you have to place it back in one of the areas. And so you have to re-roll and play this. The way you play skeletons is you roll, and whatever number you get is replace them. So the only way I can kill the spider is I have to have multiple of my skeletons, which I only have 5. So if he gets too powerful, I won't be able to kill him around the spider because, as you can tell right here, the more you have around, it equals to 1 strength. It has no defense, the skeletons. So they literally can only pretty much, I guess, try 1 time to kill the spider.
And he can only kill the spider, not the other forms, right? Not the spiderlings or the sorcerer?
Yeah, I just have to kill the spider. No, I could kill those. But I could kill that. If I kill it, I pretty much collapse. Anything I hit, my skeleton collapse. The good thing is they're able to move 5 spaces. They're able to move through this area.
Oh, yeah, the crypts. Yeah. So can the warlock.
And they can move through the dark area.
Tunnels.
Yeah. And then I also get cards for the armory. I have several cards. And make sure to remove the ones for the 3-player, like the setup we have. I start with 2 of the stability, which is the skeletons.
I'll start with my 2 curses.
I also start out with 2 crackling skull tokens, which help me in attack. I also start out with 4 pit markers, which allow me, pretty much pit markers allow me to teleport from one pit marker to the other pit marker. But once I place them, one of my 4, I can't move them. And so once that happens, and once someone else lands on that room or area, they get pretty much, that's how the game acts. Like if you land on anything, it removes whatever's in it. So that'll remove my, pretty much my pit markers, which allow me to teleport. So I'm able to strike, loot, and the only way I could gain my other skeletons is I loot treasure. Each time I loot treasure, pretty much I get 2 stability, and I have to summon another skeleton, I use 3 stability to summon 1. So I'm pretty much, that's how the skeleton works.
So as the warlock, I don't want him looting my treasures. So my helpful tips told me to place. He can't cross walls. I can cross walls. I'm a crypt walker.
I can cross walls, but I have to use.
If you have a breach token.
Yeah, I have to use a stability to put a breach token.
Right. And I will show you in the game book. It says very important if you're playing less than 4 to 5 players. On page 19, it shows you the variations for a 3-player game, and I'm glad I looked it up because for these 3 players, I start out with 2 different spells than I started out with for when we were playing with the Paladin. So my variation is I start out with Enclose and Expand, and these spells really help because I'm starting out with them. The Enclose one allows me to place 2 force walls on any open edges of surrounding tiles. So that will help me against the skeleton. They purposely have you start with spells that helps you to defend yourself against these characters. And then Expand is very helpful because if I flip over one of these dark tiles to a lit tile and it has a skeleton, doesn't it die and it goes back to you?
No, this is stability.
Okay, he loses stability. So that can really affect him. If I see, and I can turn over any dark tile or reveal any empty tile. Actually, so I couldn't do it when they're on there. But I could make it to where I could kind of close him in where he has all, and when they're turned over, they're called lit, where he has all lit tiles around him, which is another strategy that I could use. So I start out with those 2 spells. Quentin, his variation. So skeletons in this game win if they kill the spider. The spider begins with 2 terror, but will start with 3 cards. So that's the same as your last game. So you start out with 3 power cards.
I have them.
And spiderlings now force the skeletons to attack. So you need to remember that. It forces them, because when they attack, that means they fall down and they leave the board, correct?
Yeah, but they kill my spiderlings.
The warlock begins with the Expand and Enclose spells, which I found. And you return the following skeleton gear to the box. And Anthony already did that. So if you are playing 3 players or less, you need to look at page 19.
This is the gear. So you just need to go through them and get rid of the ones that it specifies to get rid of, and then reshuffle.
Right. And it has for 2 players, 3 players. It looks like on the 4 players, there's really no change. It's just 3 players or less, there's a change on the rules. So that's in the back of the book, so you just got to remember to look at that. It kind of helps balance the game more is why they do that. I think, did we cover everything?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just an overview. This is not a how to play by any means. The playthrough is the how to play. We will be explaining what we're doing as we're doing it. There's a lot of videos out there. This game's been out for a while that actually goes into detail for each character and how to play. So if you decide to get this game and really want to delve in it deeper, I would suggest looking at those, watching our playthrough video, and it will give you a good idea of how to play this game. And it's not difficult to learn, honestly. I mean, you pretty much only have to read your character and the basic rules. The basic rules, which I do need to go over that actually, is about 3 pages. And each character has a 2-sided card. I forgot to go over those basic rules. So there's 2 terms. There's called, is it adjacent and surrounding? Yeah, adjacent.
The adjacent's the ones around.
Left and right.
Left and right.
Up and down.
Up and down. Surround is anything that surrounds the character.
Includes diagonal.
Yeah.
My character, everything is surrounding. And, even better, I create chains. So not only, say my character's here, there's a poltergeist there. Well, pretend there's a tile there, because it would have to have a tile there. There's a treasure there on a tile. That means I can, as long as there's a chain, anything that's surrounding any of the poltergeists or treasures that are, at least one of them has to be this one's surrounding my character, which is right here. So then it branches out. So I could be, as long as it's surrounding the creatures that are surrounding me, so I can branch out in a chain pretty far. Like this, and this would all be in my surrounding area.
So like the treasure right here, that means that she would be able to use anything around it.
Mm-hmm.
The treasure, same, and so pretty much the treasure and poltergeist, pretty much. Is this included too?
Yep. Oh, actually,
your
I
network.
keep putting curses in treasure.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So the treasure and network.
Mm-hmm.
So the treasure and the poltergeist are part of the network. So anything surrounding it.
And pretend there's tiles here. You can't place those on the crypts, which are the empty dark spaces.
Yeah.
I'm a crypt walker, so is the skeleton. Quentin cannot walk on the crypts. He has to have a tile.
I can move
to
through walls.
But he can move through one wall per turn as a spider, and spiderlings can move through as many walls as they need to, right? Yep. So you have to really get to know your own character very well to play this game correctly. And you have to be able to trust the people you're playing with, that they actually understand their character, because you are not able to really watch over what they're doing that much, or really, you're in your own world. That's because it is an asymmetrical game and things are always moving. And so we studied a lot our own characters before we even started playing, just to make sure we fully understood them. But let me see if there's any other. And then when the tiles, you always have to make sure, you can see they have doorways and walls. Say that one was flipped over, and we had another one that flipped over. You could turn them any way, but you just got to make sure, if there's an open doorway there, the tile that you're revealing also has to have an open doorway connected to that. You couldn't put this, well, of course that one doesn't have a wall. Really?
This one right here.
So you couldn't put that like that, where there's a wall up against the entrance. So you just got to learn those basic rules. You can't move diagonal. You can only move left, right, up, and down. Orthogonally, I think is the word. I can't ever say it right. These are, what are these called again?
Armory.
Tiles.
And that helps the skeleton, right?
Yeah.
The skeleton collects gear on those spaces.
So I'm able to collect gear. The gears are specified for they're for each different skeleton. So I only have 2 out right now. So even if I pick up a gear, it might not even help one of my skeletons. So. And
then last thing, each tile, when you turn it over, has a symbol on it. Like this one has a gear symbol. That one has a blood symbol. This one has a poltergeist symbol.
The blood symbol helps the skeleton, the spider, and the poltergeist helps the warlock.
Yes. So when you turn this over, and there's a guide, they don't have a player aid for that, unfortunately. On page 4, though, it tells you what you do. Some of them you don't do anything, like the pit.
The pit actually helps me because I'm able to teleport from pit to pit.
So there's no immediate effect, but the skeleton can use those. Blood is placed on the blood ones. That helps Quentin. Treasure, there's a treasure one. You place a treasure that helps both the skeleton and the warlock. The armory, no immediate effect, but again, he can collect gear. And then there's a shrine.
That's for the paladin only.
Right. He can gain fury. So again, there's no immediate effect on that. You just leave it on the board. So in this game, that shrine one, they would just be a lit tile for us to travel on. Get my board back in order. And then, of course, I have a deck of spell cards. Quentin has a deck of power cards. Anthony has gear.
Yep.
A gear. Don't you have cards as well?
No, this is for think he's able to collect stuff.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Are you able to collect cards?
What cards?
Oh, maybe not.
I don't think he is.
Yeah, maybe not.
That might be for the manor. We haven't played that one.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I believe we've covered enough of the overview.
It's purple and the manor's purple. That means that it would be for that manor.
So we're going to get started. And there also is a certain player order based on the character you chose. So
I go first.
Anthony goes first, and doesn't Quentin go second?
Yep.
Yeah. So basically, the manor you can play as a board. It's pretty cool.
1, 2. So I'm getting gear.
Don't you have to flip over that tile?
I don't. That's the skeleton.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Yep. Casty.
I don't have to either.
Okay.
Okay, I can move up to 5 each one. So 1, 2.
What's that?
I coughed.
Okay.
Slashy. No.
You didn't get Slashy?
So you should show him what gear you...
Okay, so I was able to get 2 gears, but one's for Slashy, one's for Casty. And so,
Is that the name of your skeleton?
no, I have Shooty and Screamy.
Oh, did you have to choose?
No, you random, and then you put them in order, and then as you summon, you don't know who you're getting next.
Oh, okay. So you can't do anything with those
Nope.
at all
No.
in the whole game?
Well, once I can keep them
Okay.
until I get those skeletons.
Gotcha.
So I still have 3, or let's see, 1, 2. Yeah, I still have 3 moves on each one.
How many moves do you get for each one? 5 for
Yep.
each one?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, each skeleton may move up to 5 spaces and then take 1 action.
And your player board, it's really nice. I didn't show that. It literally tells you
Everything. And
what you can do.
And the order that you pretty much go. So I'm done.
Okay, so now it's Quentin's turn. So he has to be the spider first round only. After this round, he can choose any form. So his is choose form. He gains terror if he can feed and scare each once per turn.
Kill that.
Oh, really?
Can
Yeah.
you kill diagonally?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can shoot diagonal.
So, 1, 2. That's my third move. Kill that.
Oh, so I have to re-roll.
And I get 2 blood tokens as well.
3.
So he basically killed Anthony's skeletons right away.
And I'm going to place a web.
And he rolled to place them on the board. And he's placing a web.
That's the end of my turn.
Okay, so then he discards his remaining power cards and draws cards equal to the amount of spirit that he
4.
has. And I think he starts with 4 spirit, correct?
Yeah.
So your board literally guides you through all that. Okay, so my first move is I curse, then dominate poltergeists and treasures. And what that means, I will be collecting curses, hopefully, throughout the game. I put them here on my board. If I have any at the beginning
Can
of
I
my
be on the
turn,
same one?
if I have any
Okay.
curses that I collected the previous turn, you have to wait till the next turn to play them. I can put them under any poltergeist or treasure in my network. So that I won't be able to do on the first turn, obviously. And for every 3 spells in my hand, I play 1, discard the other 2. I don't have any spells yet other than the 2 I started with. I collect my magic cubes, so I have 3 magic cubes, and then I take actions by placing magic cubes. Okay, so I can place 2 force walls on any open edges of surrounding tiles, and that's a spell. You can use spells at any time. These, once they're in my play area, they're there to play for good. Mine do not get discarded. Quentin's power cards are different. They're a one-time use, discarded, then he reshuffles his deck. There is a spell where I can discard spells in play to draw more, though. So my first action is, there's not any, so I think I'm going to sneak and move 2 spaces.
Your character is a
Oh, I gain 2
sneaky
stability every time.
And then I'm going to siphon, which I gain 1 curse per surrounding figure except poltergeist. So Quentin is a surrounding figure right there. So I get 1 curse to put on my board to play next time. Then I have 1 more cube left. I'm going to conjure, and I cannot be attacked, so I'm safe there by the spider. The most he could do is scare me off. Okay, so I can place one treasure on a surrounding dark tile with no figures. So I know Anthony can move pretty far. So,
I also gain 2 stability each turn, so I only have to use 3 to cast another skeleton.
Okay, so I'm going to place this treasure here, right near me. Actually, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I don't think he would be able to get that treasure next turn. You can only move a total of 5, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to place this right here because it's in my network. So that's my third.
Yeah, but I can move here.
And then if there's any poltergeists in my network, I can place that many treasures for the per poltergeist. There's no poltergeist out on the board. There's no lit tiles for me to place a poltergeist on. That's another one of my actions. So I'm just going to stay. But I do know Anthony cannot travel on lit tiles.
Yeah, but I also can travel here. I could go 1, 2, 3, 4.
I can't travel on lit tiles either, but I don't need to travel them to collect and curse things. I just have to be near them. So at the end of my turn, this is my spell card, I can reveal an empty tile and place a dark tile. So I'm going to reveal this one. Woo. So blood is placed on that. It has a blood symbol. And then I place the rule is when you reveal a tile, you always have to place a dark tile down by any of the open entrances that come up on that tile. That's how the movement progresses. Quinn does not ever place tiles. I'm a tile placer. Are you a tile placer?
No.
So I'm the only tile placer in this game. So it looks like I'll be controlling where Quentin can move, kind of. And then I place a treasure marker on an empty tile. So I am going to place another one right there.
Can I move adjacent like this?
Not diagonal.
No.
Okay, so that is the end of my turn.
So it's my turn?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I can because I crossed walls one time.
That's not a wall. That's a dark... You can't move in the dark crypts.
What are the walls in?
There's none show... Right, there's a wall.
Oh.
But this is a crypt. There would need to be a tile there.
Yeah, I'm summoning
Which one?
Actually, I gotta move first. You gotta move first. Wait. So, first, you lose 1 stability per turn on a lit tile, so I'm not a lit tile. Second, I gotta move. So, 2. Oh, actually, this is one whole area. 1.
Are you sure? There's a line right there. You don't count this?
I don't remember if you count that. Oh, actually, yeah. 1.
Because there's a line
2.
there.
No, it's not the line. It's this.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'm not sure if he did that right because we don't know what his character exactly does.
I got that right.
Okay.
So again, 2 stability.
Okay. If I had a curse token under that, I would be able to move my spell tracker up.
So,
but it's so early in the game, I
1,
haven't had
2.
time to do that.
Okay, so I'm getting the
Did you lose a stability, you said, or gain one?
gain 1. So Screamy gets the okay, and then
So he got some gear from one of his skeletons.
so those are my moves. Now I could summon, which is the third, because it tells you like first, second, third, fourth. So third is summon. So I'm going from 6 to 3 stability.
He opened again.
And unfortunately,
I got casty.
we can't show all this. I wish we could show all of it.
So 3 casty
Right
is
here.
this one. And this is casty.
So he has Screamy, Casty, and Sudi.
And all the skeletons have different abilities. Like Shooty strikes many targets visible figure exactly 2 spaces away. Screamy, once per turn, spend 1 stability, target a skeleton with 2 spaces, move the skeleton up to 5 spaces. It cannot enter a tile with a figure that forces attack. Casty, spend 1 stability, place a Cackling Skull token on an adjacent space. Cackling Skull distracts enemy figures. So, pretty much that's you're able to do a lot with these skeletons.
The skeletons have silly names.
Yeah.
Had to get a drink of water, sorry.
Okay, so that's my turn.
Alright.
Okay.
I'm going with Yoga Talbot one.
Okay, so he's playing a spell or a power card. So he revealed a pit, which will help Anthony's character. He can teleport.
Yep.
Don't you have to be on one to teleport to another one?
Yep.
Even though they're lit?
Yeah, that's how you teleport.
Okay.
It doesn't affect me.
Okay. Can you stay there or do you have to move off of it?
I think I have to move off of it.
I would think you would have to move off of it.
I'm going with Yoga this top.
Okay.
Wait, is that one always a pit?
Yep.
So I'm not going with Yoga then.
Okay.
Wait, no, 2. That's my second move because I was here. Going with this.
Okay.
Oh no!
Another
A pit.
pit. He's helping Anthony's character.
One more move. Axiom.
Can you use any of these?
Oh, never mind. I can discard this to move one space.
Okay.
This needs to go like this way.
So I discard 1 card to move one space.
Oh yeah, be sure and turn them to where the openings are.
And I'm going to use my final eyes card.
Okay.
And if it's a blood token, I gain 1 blood.
No.
Oh no, it's a poltergeist.
Oh, we placed a poltergeist there.
That actually helps me.
Helps me as well.
Okay.
Your turn over?
Mhm.
Okay, so I collect my cubes. So now I do have a curse token, and I wished I had more than one. I can choose to curse this poltergeist or this treasure box. I know that Anthony's going to take the treasure box, so it benefits me more.
To get to treasure box.
And Quentin actually might kill this poltergeist. Either way, I'm probably going to gain something on my spell tracker. It's not going to have enough curses for me to dominate. So I am just going to place that curse under that treasure. It's not, if it had at least 3 curses under it, I would be able to dominate it, take it off, and put it on my board as my one creature a treasure that I've dominated. Okay, so I don't have any spells in my hand. So now I start playing my cubes. So I am going to take advantage of this poltergeist. Actually, first, I'm going to... I have 2 characters around me. Wait. No, never mind. That's a different move. So I can place 1 poltergeist on surrounding lit tile with no figures. So there's no figure on this. I'm going to place it there because it's surrounding since I have this treasure in between me. That's one of my moves. Then I'm going to gain 1 curse per surrounding figure.
Yeah, just put this one on top.
So I have 2 figures surrounding me. So I have 2 curses that I will be able to use next turn. I don't know how I got that 4th cube on there. Then I'm going to take advantage of the poltergeist. Wish I had more turns. This would be much more of an effective turn. But
I think you got playing turns.
so I can place 1 treasure on a surrounding dark tile with no figures and put 1 curse on it per poltergeist in my network. So I'm going to take advantage of these short-lived poltergeists that I know are not going to be there much longer. And I am going to put this treasure...
Yeah, her turns are the longest.
Yeah.
And decision
Can you get treasures? Can you do anything with treasures?
If I move to that tile, it will move that treasure.
Yep.
Okay.
So in a way, technically, yes.
I don't think I'm going to do this because... Well, actually I am. I might as well try it. So unfortunately, I can't put it here. I don't have anything networking there. Do I want to change this poltergeist to there instead of here?
Don't these two clash? Isn't that anytime two characters are in the same area, then they have to clash?
No, because my character, it even says, you always hit on attacks and cannot be forced to attack.
Okay.
I'm going to change that where I place the poltergeist to there.
Yeah, I don't have
It's
to
still in my network.
anything.
That would make more sense. I forgot that is a lit tile. So I'm going to place that treasure there that has the 2 curses under it. That would be a smarter move. Then I can place 2 force walls on any open edges of surrounding. Can you give me some walls, please? That's breaches. Walls.
Where are walls?
Those brown ones or black ones in
Oh.
between.
I think they're all.
So here's the walls, and when the tile flips over, do those walls move? What happens if? Oh, actually, the tiles don't move. We don't move tiles, so they would stay there.
Never seen you put a wall before.
So I am going to put a wall.
Well, she's doing it for. So I
Here?
can't do it.
I can put 2 of them, and I'm going to put a wall here. Okay. Then at the end of my turn, I reveal an empty tile. Another pit. And it has 2 openings.
That's not good because goblins can go there.
That way Quentin can move that way.
You can move it this way.
And I can place a...
So he can technically only move here. He said there was a wall.
I can cross walls once per turn of the spider.
Oh, I had to move it that way?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because of the opening. Okay. And then I need to place a treasure marker on any empty tile. Okay. And that is the end of my turn.
My turn?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, so
move
Cassidy's
this
there.
here.
And so he moves his suit
So he's
there.
taking this treasure off with the curse, so I get to move
And I get 5.
my spell tracker up 1, and I immediately get
How
3
many
spells.
moves do you have left of Sudi?
Um,
I think you moved 1.
Now that I'm
I'll
getting
say
some
4.
spells, I'll be able to do more things.
Yeah. Yes. So Sudi gets rid of another treasure.
I don't get anything for that one.
okay.
And you also have Squeamy.
4. So I get treasure or
Here.
gear. I got longbow for shooty,
Oh, that
which I
helps.
have. And that shooty ability may target visible figures 2 to 4 spaces away.
Invisible means you can't have any obstructions in between those 3 to 4 spaces that they're talking about.
Okay, so now, let's see what I'm going to do. I'm going to summon another one.
Another skeleton? What?
4.
We got summon.
Actually, I'm going to summon the
I couldn't
last 2.
I don't think I could put this poltergeist here.
Why?
I need to put it there.
Turn,
Why?
so,
It doesn't change my turn at all because I can't put it on the space with figures.
yeah, that's what I would thought.
Yeah, so I needed to put it there.
Oh, actually,
And that
I
was
do.
there and lit, correct? That was there?
Yeah.
Okay,
So I'm Slashy.
sorry.
So he's now moving Slashy.
Slashy has a ear.
What's the last character called?
I don't remember.
Oh my lord, you have 4 characters?
Yep, and I'm done. I give you 2
I
more
hope so.
stability.
Isn't that character more fun than the paladin?
Yeah.
The paladin, literally, I'm not even kidding. He took 1 move. Not.
Well,
It didn't even feel like a move. Like we were like, what did you do?
Progression with the paladin is 0.
It's slow. I think he was
The
just
grit.
moving his dial, right?
Yeah.
That's all you were doing.
Well, the grit, but it's like you only have like one. You can only move 1 space, and so it doesn't really help.
Yeah, it was like Almost like he wasn't even in the game.
I mean, you could use your cubes to make it move more, but it's like, but then you also need power to force your way through the poltergeist and the little spiders and everything.
It is more fun, I think, in my opinion, with these three characters. 'Cause
Yeah.
Anthony, he had to have been falling asleep with his character because he was basically doing almost nothing.
My turn took literally 20 seconds.
And then Quinn and I were taking like 5-6 moves. I had all my cubes. I mean, we were just like bam, 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 bam.
Yeah.
And then it'd be Anthony's turn and it was over.
Okay, your turn, Quinn.
Okay, so I move one. I'm gonna play this as if it were fangs because I can do that.
Okay. For the spider?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so your poltergeist goes away and I get blood. I'm going to spend free blood to gain a terror. So now up to 3 terror.
Okay.
Also, that was one move, by the way.
And I apologize if we are pretty sure we're playing this game correctly. We may be getting some rules wrong. If we are, we apologize. You can leave a comment if you catch it, and for others, so they all know.
We get every game one rule or two
We
wrong.
miss, and in a game like this, I mean, there's so many variables and things. So I wouldn't be surprised at all if we were doing a few things wrong. But that's just part of gaming.
I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna play 3 webs.
Oh, you can put 3 at a time?
Yeah.
Wow.
I can only put 1.
So Quentin has these 3 cards. That's where he's getting the webs from. His power cards, and he gets 4 every turn. So that spider does a lot. You haven't switched forms yet, have you?
Oh, also,
Oh, that's why there was a poltergeist there.
why?
Because it said to put a poltergeist.
Yeah.
It wasn't me that placed that, so I take that back again.
Oh, I would have done something different.
But
I still would have killed it anyway.
You still could have killed it with your fangs.
Yeah.
So I was thinking I placed that there.
Also, I should be here.
So yeah. So if it's
So for my
if it's on the tile, that was different. So okay.
Your turn.
All right. So I now have 3 spells. I have 2 curses I can place. Unfortunately, I don't have anything in my network because they killed everything. So
So isn't it hard now that he switched from the paladin to the skeletons?
what to do? Can I move first before I do this? Is this step 1 normally?
What?
But I don't have anything in my network. You guys killed them all.
No.
I don't know if I can move first before I do that.
You can't if you don't have network.
Because that's step 1, so I think I have to skip that and save them, I assume.
Yeah.
Because it says you can only curse and dominate pieces in your network. It says curse, then dominate. Surrounding and touching. Take from curses on your board and spread curse markers. So I assume I save them up for next time. Let me see if there's a spell I can do to help me. Oh no, that's the second one anyway. That's the second. So every time I have 3 spells, I have to play one and discard. So I'm basically have to wait till next turn to play those curses, which might be a benefit because I'll be able to dominate something for sure if I can gain a couple of curses this time. Okay, so I can either grow, which I can do when I take that poltergeist action. I can do it a second time without placing a cube. I can teleport to any dark tile, or the glower at the end of my turn. If I have at least 5 curses, I can gain curses equal. So I know I don't want that one because I can't seem to get that many curses. So I think I'm going to do the grow one, put that one in my play area because I really need a lot of poltergeist with these 2. So I discarded the 2. Now I can place, on my other spell, I can place 2 force walls. I'm going to do that.
At least your walls mean nothing to me. And the giant spider.
Walls don't matter to me at all.
Yeah.
All right, so, oh, we didn't do a dark tile here. We messed up on that one when that one was revealed.
Oh no, I would have done a different move. That's okay.
Sorry.
I would have killed one of his skeletons. No.
Did you reveal that tile? I think you did, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, when you reveal tiles, you got to remember to place dark tiles in the openings. This one the same.
Yeah, I would have.
This one doesn't have a dark tile.
Yeah, I would have
opening.
killed that skeleton if you did that.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
we'll do it next time. Okay, so.
Well, it's gonna move.
Yeah, I might actually end the game.
There's no way.
No way.
Okay, so now I'm just playing my cubes. So. I don't have any surrounding figures.
Do you really think you're gonna end the game immediately?
I'm going to sneak and move 2 spaces right here. So I have 2 surrounding figures. So I'm going to gain 2 curses, 1 for each of them. See, this is where it helps him having all these skeletons. That could help me gain curses quickly. Okay, and then I'm going to place... keep grabbing the cubes up here instead of on my board. I'm going to place a poltergeist on 1 lit tile with no figures.
You pretty much have to put it there. Somewhere.
Put it here.
Oh, yeah.
Or do I want to do that? I get to do it a second time. I'm going to wait. I'm not doing that. I am going to move 1, 2. So I am close to them. And then I need to reveal. Should have waited until after my turn to put the walls, but I'm going to reveal this one. There's a wall here. And then we put dark tiles here.
Yeah, make sure.
And here.
If you do win the game, then you wouldn't have if you actually put the dark tiles. Because that would be unfair.
I would have won anyways.
Really? Oh, because you can place another skeleton.
Then I have to place a treasure.
You only have 2 defense.
What?
On any empty tile.
Oh, because those 3 could already kill it.
Alright, so I believe that's the end of my turn.
My turn?
Mm-hmm.
So, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 2. Attack the spider, and
you can only attack if you have enough more than his defense. What's his defense?
Wait, no. It says you always hit and attacks and cannot be forced to attack.
Yeah.
He's attacking you.
I'm attacking you.
Oh.
What's your defense?
2. So I beat him.
You already beat him?
Yeah. Game over.
Oh, that seemed too fast.
What?
Are you sure?
Yeah.
What?
That was a really fast game.
Yeah.
How?
You probably should have switched around a little bit with spiderlings.
Well, he needs to stay away from me because he's a spider.
And that, you gotta stay away from
I can't say I would have done so. You couldn't have killed me actually if I.
I still
He
would
would
have
have
been
been
able
able
to
to get to you.
because
Yeah.
their shadow. I'm able to travel through there.
Wow, those are overpowered skeletons.
Yeah. I think it's a little unbalanced with the skeletons.
Yeah, the skeletons have a
You
big
went from
advantage.
going to the sitting duck paladin to the skeletons that in the game
That
like
just
the fourth
seemed
turn.
too fast.
Yeah,
Are
well-
you sure?
Yeah, they can move 5 spaces.
Each?
Yeah. Each skeleton may move up to 5 spaces and then take
What?
one action.
Wow.
Wow.
One action. Strike. Spend one and each skeleton has an attack of 1. So spend 1 stability. I was up to 6. Attack an enemy figure on your tile. Remove this skeleton.
Can you place walls?
Oh, actually, I have to be on the tile. So I have plenty of. Let's see.
You can't move
4,
diagonal.
5.
You can't kill me.
Yeah, I can.
How many did you move with this one?
This one was right here. This one could shoot. Okay, well, right there. Shoot. He could shoot 1 space, exactly 2 spaces away.
Oh, what about the web? I thought the web did something to you.
No.
For me, it does.
What's it do?
That's where it came into play.
Attack an enemy figure on your tile.
That just seems too easy. I don't know. I don't
I know.
webs.
Webs.
Each time an enemy figure enters a tile with any webs, it ends its move. Oh. It doesn't keep him from attacking. He just gets stuck there.
That seems too fast.
It does.
Yeah.
Okay, so as we've learned that the skeletons are unbalanced and the paladin is just a sitting duck. So
Again, I hope we're playing this game right. So, as you can see, it's a tile placement, asymmetrical game where you have to learn your figure. That's the first time Anthony's played the skeleton, so
Yeah, skeletons. His 5 movements, each one.
yeah, that seems too overpowered.
yeah.
And then he gains 2 stability. It only takes, in the third action, before you even get your 2 stability, you get once per turn, spend 3 stability to summon the next skeleton in march order. And so that's it. This character is easy to play, but his movements, him being able to move 5, that you're able to do a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So
See, if I'd known all that, I would have been placing my walls differently, but I haven't played with that character. Like, I could have helped Quentin in the short run term, but it would help me to help him.
plus he would have known to stay away from the skeletons because.
Right.
But it doesn't matter. I could move 5.
And you could have teleported to these pits.
Yeah. Now that, but I can move from here easily.
Yeah, that seems really unbalanced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if we're playing it correctly.
Yeah. Something tells me there's something that we're playing on because that just feels unbalanced.
It's right
And
here.
that was so quick. This game is supposed to take 60
Right.
to 90 minutes.
You wanted like 3 turns? That just doesn't seem right.
Yeah.
If we're playing this wrong, please tell us in the comments that Anthony that he played this wrong.
I did play this wrong.
Well, it's the first time you played the skeleton, so.
So, skeletons have 1 strength, 1 per space with a skeleton or cackling skull adjacent to defender. So,
Do you have the stability to attack? Did you
Yeah.
have the stability?
6. I used 3.
Because you would need to have that.
Yep. I played all of it right. So pretty much that's how you play this game.
Did you spend 3 stability to do all those, summon all those skeletons?
Yep. You get 2 each turn. And
What?
then at your each turn, each time you play your turns. Yeah, gain 2 stability. That's number 4. See right here. So yeah.
I feel like with the skeleton with
He's
giant spider,
right.
they never win.
What's that?
I mean, from what I'm reading, you're right.
I know.
That just
What?
doesn't seem balanced.
I know how to play it.
Yeah.
You see, this goes along with the first game we didn't realize that we were supposed to stop you. You were the
Right.
this turn.
But I don't see how we could stop you, to be honest.
Yeah, because I moved so
I can
fast.
place walls, but I can only place 2.
Yeah, and there's so many of them.
Right, and you can teleport places. Like I don't see how I would have even stopped it.
Yeah, I agree.
So, I don't know.
This one's a little unbalanced with the skeleton.
Yeah.
And then the paladin is just a sitting duck kingmaker.
But see, if you could see what we were talking about. If you're playing with 4 to 5 players,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
there's an additional movement and chaos within the manor. I think the manor is constantly shuffling tiles around.
Yep.
Yep.
The paladin maybe is more effective when there's more players because he's gaining from all these poltergeists and treasures
Yeah, it's great
that are being placed.
Yeah.
So I can see how it would be more
strategic.
and maybe the skeletons would be less overpowered with different, if you had 1 or 2 more characters.
Yeah, because the paladin has to kill the skeletons. It has a beneficial factor when it kills the skeleton. So pretty much you have to have that 4th player.
Right.
For it to balance the game.
Yeah. So hopefully this video helps you to decide whether this is a game that you might want to try out with your gaming group or family.
I would say 4 players or more, this game would be the ideal setting. 3 players or less, it's kind of unbalanced and it's just a little hard. It goes by quick.
Yeah. But we will put the product link in the description, so you can definitely check that out for yourself. It's not a bad game. It's just we don't have the 4th player. There's only 3 of us, so we don't have the 4th and 5th player needed to make this game what I think it's meant to be.
Yeah.
Maybe one day we could play 1 person plays 2 characters. I don't know how that would work though, since kind of playing against each other.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
The only way that would work, I guess, if you're playing 2 people, playing 2 characters.
Too bad our dog doesn't know how to
I know. Maybe we could teach Chance how to play this game.
Yeah, all you see is a little paw moving.
He likes to sleep. He's sleeping. But we hope you enjoyed this video, and please give us a like, subscribe to our channel. I know we're always talking about it, but it's finally about to happen. I think next week we're starting our huge holiday giveaway. So definitely, if you want to follow us, you want to follow our social medias, because we announce everything on our social medias. We're always posting daily on that, pretty much. And we definitely post almost daily on YouTube. So we're going to be doing our holiday video describing everything we're giving away and kind of an overview of the giveaway here this week. And we're starting the giveaway next week. So we're very excited about that. So we hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.